Hello and welcome to the Wandering Wolf YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mark Rhodes. Alongside me is my friend and fellow Wolves lifer, Mr. Craig Forward. How are you, mate?
How's it going, buddy? You all right? Good to see you.
Good. Really good, actually. It's the first time that I've done one of these with you and actually felt quite positive about life.
Yeah, and it was because of a 0-0 draw.
Indeed. Who knew? Defensive masterclass, mate. Well, what did you think? I'll get your thoughts on it first.
I thought when the lineup came out, I was, quietly confident. I thought, that's good. It was good to see our new man on the bench. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, because I didn't know whether he was going to be able to play for one or I know his match fit he played, didn't he? But whether he can come straight in like that, I don't know. But it was really good, and I thought we could have gone with a different formation and maybe not come out to give him a game and being a bit lacking in confidence. But I thought it was actually a positive start, and it didn't quite work out like that in the end. The amount of pressure we had in the first half, but we've got the job done. Clean sheet. Unfortunate not to score, really. But it was just one of them games, wasn't it, in the end? But a clean sheet.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think go back to what brought you to the party, and that's clean sheets. 3 at the back. We've said it like numerous times. Cody in the middle, Kilman on the left side of a 3, Bolly. All 3 of those central defenders played out of their skin. I think Rui Patricio started from the back all the way through to Podence, which was wonderful to see that guy back on the pitch. Didn't have his best game, but it was just nice to see him, like a bit more invention. Like, we didn't have the ball hardly, in the first half especially, we didn't have the ball. But when we did have the ball, we did actually look really dangerous. Like, whenever we ran at Chelsea, the Chelsea defenders, they couldn't really cope with us. Every time we went forward, we looked like we were going to have a chance. Yeah, and definitely. That was definitely not the case with Chelsea. No. But we've defensively, I have not got a bad word to say. Semedo had his best game.
Absolutely
for me.
Agree with that.
I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, he was good. He was good tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to Podence, obviously you're not going to probably have your best game, are you, if you've been out for a few weeks? But
yeah, true.
Just him being there, just that we had more creativity in the middle of the park. He was dropping deep, getting the ball, trying to get things going, and that's what we've been lacking. So it was really good to see him back.
Absolutely.
That's positive going forward into the next couple of games. But yeah, defensively, I'll take 0-0 for a couple of weeks if that's what we. I don't care if it's boring or the commentators are having a dig or whatever. But let's start back to basics. Get the clean sheet, and I thought that was positive. It was good. Missed a couple of chances.
Well, we had the best chances. There's no doubt about that. We hit the crossbar with Neto's. Like, perhaps he should have just tried to blast it, but he tried the little dink over.
He was doing.
Absolutely, and that interchange with the forward players, we weren't doing that. We weren't doing that without Podence in the team. But for all the positives, there is some negatives. And a big glaring negative for me is Adama Traore.
Oh, yes.
I thought he was absolutely horrible tonight.
I think that's the first time we've ever agreed on that. But
I don't know what boots he was wearing, but there needs some studs in him because he was on his backside more than he was on his feet. Like, for somebody who's so hench, so big and powerful, he was just falling over constantly, and he couldn't control anything. He couldn't control anything that came his way, and it was just frustrating to watch. It really was.
Yeah, I think it's frustrating because he's better than that, and I know he's a very frustrating player at times anyway because he can blow hot and cold. Yeah. But I just think tonight was one of the worst performances I've seen from him.
Definitely
for a long time. It took him a while to get going when he came to the club, I thought, but he did get there, and we made him into a player, got him some confidence. But tonight was dreadful.
100%.
I don't know whether I'm just seeing things, but he seemed to have changed his boots about 2 or 3 games ago, and he's always on the floor. I don't know what it is, but it's unbelievable. I'm not,
isn't it?
It's not good at all. And I'm now very much in the camp of I wouldn't mind if he wasn't there anymore.
What in this transfer window? Well, we've only got 4 days, mate. So he ain't going this transfer window.
Probably not going this
maybe
window.
the summer.
We're still saying that I wouldn't be too upset now.
No,
I've always been kind of on the fence with it. Really, when he can play, he can play. That's the frustrating thing, but he doesn't do it often enough. He's not consistent.
He's not scored in 38 Premier League games.
Yeah, well, I think everyone always
you're not a defender.
No, that game at Man City, when he won the game for us, didn't he? Scored two pretty much similar goals in one game. But
you can't live off that for a season.
You can't, and he has been, I think, for a long time. And to be honest, what does he bring? What does he bring?
All he brings is hype for me.
Yeah.
I think it's hype. It's a hype thing. It's like, he's quick, but you've got to take the ball with you, and you've got to stay on your feet if you're quick. He's not doing the job, man. He's not doing the job. And I tell you, when I saw that team, I thought, wow, we're playing for a point here, and I didn't mind. But you've got 3 strikers on the bench, Silva, Catrone, and Jose. So that told me we were going back to basics, keep a clean sheet. And you know what? We've done it. And if we do that, you've always got the chance with Neto, Podence and Traore on his day of nicking a goal. And that's what we did against Leeds. Yeah. And I always harp back to Leeds because that for me was the perfect counter-attacking performance. We sucked the life out of Leeds, and we kind of did the same thing. It was very similar to the Man United performance as well. Obviously, other than the last minute goal that they scored, but I am not unhappy with this performance. We've gone above Palace, and also this point is very important because Burnley turned Villa over tonight, and if we wouldn't have got that point, they would have been on the same points as us and with a game in hand. And we know what Burnley are like. They get the wins. Yeah. Apparently, Villa, we're all over them tonight. And they've scored 3 goals and won 3-2.
Yeah.
That's what Burnley do. So I want us to get to 40 points as quickly as humanly possible. And then we can tinker with other stuff.
Absolutely.
But just play the game, get the draws against these teams, and then hopefully we can build on that, but start from the back. That's Nuno's philosophy.
Yeah.
And it worked tonight, thankfully.
Well, Chelsea are a great team. Obviously they're in a bit of a difficult situation at the moment, but a point against Chelsea is good. 4 points off them, it's great. What more can you ask for, really? I thought
nothing.
That especially the way we've been playing the last couple of games, it's a massive positive. And if we doing this now and they'd nicked a goal last minute and we've lost again, it's a totally different feeling. But I think we're both, this is positive moving forward. What we got Palace Saturday, is it? And it's a game we've really got to win. You'd like to say we could win that.
Is it Palace next?
Yeah, Saturday.
Is it Palace next? Wow. Yeah. Okay, well that's a huge game. That's a huge game.
Palace, Arsenal, Leicester.
Southampton in the cup. Well, yeah.
So we've got a good run of games now where we've got to be positive, confident, and go and get some points. Obviously the cup's different. I think we've got a really good chance in the cup. We got Southampton in the cup and the league.
In the cup, I think. And I think
that'll be interesting.
They're a decent team. Well, I remember watching them when they came to Molineux, and I thought they played some good stuff. Actually, I thought we weren't lucky to get a 1-1, but we definitely didn't deserve to win that game. I don't think. But I think going forward, are you happy with the 5 at the back? Because I know, in the first half, he obviously played Ait-Nouri on the left, Semedo on the right, but on the second half, he changed it around, didn't he? He changed Semedo to cover. Who was he covering? Hudson Odoi. Yeah. Who got man of the match? So
yeah.
You know what I mean. I think Nuno knows what he's doing because Semedo was probably our best defender tonight.
Yeah, well, he's had long enough now to see them and get them bedded. And I put my team out on Twitter earlier, and that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Kilman an itinerary over that side with Bolly and Cody.
Yeah,
And Semedo.
I had an absolute stinker, me.
And I did actually. I have before said, I'm more in favour of Hover on the right hand side, but just thinking about it today,
I'm not.
I thought because I thought he was actually very poor on
I
Friday
thought he
night,
played some terrible passes. He played some absolutely awful inside passes.
And then tonight, Semedo comes back in and he has one of the best games I've seen from him. So that was good. It's positive. It's definitely something to build on. Chelsea's never an easy game. So to get the clean sheet is great. And like you say, Podence's back. That gives us that bit of creativity in the middle. We've got Jose up front. Now, hopefully, he'll start.
I'll tell you what, when he came on, he had 20 minutes. I thought he was really good. He reminded me a lot of Jimenez. Held the ball up really well. There was one bit where he was just so calm. He chested it, looking for runners. Everybody, obviously Chelsea were coming for the goal. And he would just played it off on his chest, held the ball up. Reminded me so much of Jimenez, and maybe he's not as mobile as Jimenez. He's like a proper target man, Jose. But he really showed me in that 20-minute cameo that he's got something. Especially, let's be honest, he was on his own up there. So he saved a certain goal in the last second. He saved a certain goal that was going in.
Yeah.
So, he can defend as well. So
he's very good, very good. I was pleased as well. And it was just so nice not to have to watch Silver wander about. So we haven't got to go there tonight, have we? But
can we not send him out on loan?
That's what he needs.
I'm not even joking. Just send him out on loan. Now that Catrone, I think don't send Catrone out on loan. Send Silver out and to. Am I being crazy? Like a championship team, we did with Morgan Gibbs-White? Give him some game time now.
If we get an injury back, unless we can call him back.
Just bring him back then. Bring him back. You know what I mean? That's my humble, but I just he'll get more game time now. He's not going to get any game time with Jose coming, and Catrone's probably in front of him as well.
Yeah, I'd say Catrone's going to get the nod, isn't he, ahead of him? That's right to see. It's a big run into the end of the season, and he has got that goal, hasn't he? In the derby. So, maybe not write him off that much, but
I'm not writing him off. I'm not being that guy. I'm not being that guy. So I'm not a Silver hater.
Silver basher.
Is Silver basher. But fantastic news today. Looking on social media, is that Raul Jimenez is apparently. All things considered, probably going to play this season. What on earth is going on?
I'm sceptical about that, mate. To be honest, I think that could be a bit of hype.
I hope he doesn't.
I'm saying. I just don't want to hear about it. I saw it this morning and I didn't even bother reading it because I thought, no, that's ridiculous.
Really,
I don't even want him back this year. He's.
If we're clinging on at the end of the season, you want one Raul Jimenez coming back playing 5 games?
No, he's. No. The injury that he had, mate, I think he needs to just write. I'd rather just write him off this year and let him get right.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same.
It's not.
But apparently, but they wouldn't say. Medical team wouldn't say, go on, you're probably all right. Do you know what I mean? It's he's obviously.
I think it's trying to give the fans a bit of a boost, but I think it's nonsense.
Well, he has me.
It's like saying we're coming out of lockdown next week or something, rubbish. Not buying it. Not buying it.
No. The kids are not going back to school till March the 8th. Just don't even. That's a completely different YouTube channel. But I'm just pleased the way we handled ourselves and the way that we went about stuff. It was just really nice, and it was kind of a throwback to what we were so good at.
Better times.
And that was sucking the better times. And maybe, who knows, this is a turning point in our season. I'd really like to think it is, because now, on the evidence of that, you can't change that team. Maybe bring Jose in for Traore, for me, and Johnny walks into that team.
Yeah, 100%.
Having Johnny back will be like buying a new player.
Absolutely. When he's back,
he's amazing.
Fit and, new guy. Traore, I don't know where he fits, mate, to be honest. But I think
he doesn't. Get
Johnny, we're going to finish strong. I think it's going to be a good second half to season. That's the stake in the ground that we've been wanting, and
I completely agree on the evidence of this performance. Bearing in mind, mate, like that was a Chelsea team that have just got a new manager. Thomas Tuchel play that game. Or whatever his name is.
The commentator never mentioned him on BT Sport.
No, only about 4,000 times. It was like Chelsea were playing some mystical named team that could not be mentioned. Yeah, it was so hilarious. Like watching it, it's like, okay, so Thomas Tuchel, is he? Is it Tuchel? I can't even say it. It's his first game in charge. Thomas Tuchel. Oh, Thomas Tuchel. I was like, pipe down. I know what his name is. But you know what? It's the first game in charge. I think we've played him a really good time, actually, because Mason Mount didn't start this game. And I'm so glad he didn't, because Mason Mount, he was the key to unlock our defence.
Yeah.
He came on for 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, God, don't bring him on.
Yeah. What a time to play them. We couldn't have asked for a better thing to happen, really. When I saw those reports Monday morning, I was straight on the phone to you, wasn't I? Yeah, that's going fantastic. I'm surprised they got him in so quick, to be honest, the new guy, but obviously it was already sorted out, wasn't it, the weekend? But
100%.
Good result, mate. Happy with that?
Yeah. Well, Palace. Would you? That's the thing now. It's a completely different game against Palace because, I don't know, do you change the formation? I don't think you change the five. You don't change the five, but do you change the personnel in midfield? Do you change the personnel up top? Because
the only change...
they're a decent team, but I don't think they're as good as Chelsea. And it just depends on, do we want to go back to that 0-0, nick a goal, them have 70% possession and on the counter-attack?
I think we need to do what we did well tonight and at the back, but we need that bit of extra creativity or firepower in the middle. But hopefully, I'm hoping that with Jose up front, linking up with Neto, who I thought, I thought first half, I was going to mention this actually, he looks like, I noticed it the other night, he looks more and more frustrated, and whether that's because he just needs to bang a goal in or whether he's been just frustrated with the results, but I think he's due a big one, and I can see it coming on Saturday. He's going to score a worldie or something, yeah, he might get a brace and new guy score, and I think we'll keep it tight. That will give us the confidence with the clean sheet tonight. We just got to go out there and play with confidence. But the only change that I would make for Saturday personally is Traore, and that's based on purely being horrific tonight.
I don't want us to become a YouTube channel that bashes Traore or Silva but when they have these games, we've got to hold them to account, because for me, the three at the back, if you were scoring this performance out of 10, you would score the defence 10, the midfield 8, and the forwards 6. It was that kind of game, wasn't it? There was no way on earth that the way we were defending so deep that they were going to have possession, that we were going to have possession, and Traore was going to be able to do what we all know he can do. But the other thing is that he's got to stay on his feet. When he does get the ball, he does waste it a lot. And
I'm not being funny, mate.
He misses his passes all the time. He misses his pass, and he missed a pass, and they went on, and they nearly scored. And
that was when he came in, wasn't it? He came inside and tried to pass it out wide, and it was just a sloppy, can't be bothered pass.
Awful.
It was horrible to watch. But you wouldn't mind if he made 10 runs in the game down that line, skinned a few players, which is what he's good at, and which is why defenders panic when they see him. I'm playing against Traore today. But it doesn't cause them enough problems. And if he made the right decision 7-8 times out of 10, maybe you could say, okay, that's fine. he's made the wrong decision 3 times, but he doesn't make the right decision ever. He probably does it once. Like against Palace in the Cup, he made the right decision. He came inside. He's dangerous. There's a couple of other occasions, and I think it was against Brighton, and he came in and set up. He put the cross in for our goal.
No, I hear. Yeah.
But he doesn't make the right decision enough times, and he's so frustrated. And well, tonight he didn't even. He wasn't on his feet long enough to make the right decision. So
yeah, when I watch Wolves nowadays, I always look from the basis of, are we looking like we're wanting to win this game, or are we trying to nick it? And we have changed our formation so many times this season that I've come to the conclusion that Nuno wants to just not concede any more goals. And that's fine by me.
I think he needs to do that right now.
We haven't got the players to score those goals. Like, we've got Neto, who I think at 20 years of age, we have got someone incredibly special there. I really, really think we're going to get a lot of money for him, because I don't think he's going to be here in 3 years unless we are a Champions League club. Yeah. I'm telling you, because that lad, he's a diamond. He's one of the best Wolves players I've ever seen.
If Jota didn't hang around, he's not going to. So
well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's like what type of club do we want to be? Do we want to be the type of club that wants to hold on to these special players, or, and the only way we're going to do that is if we this season's a write-off for me.
Yeah. I can't see Neto going anywhere in the summer, but
he won't. No.
If we don't. It's all very well saying that this season's a transition and all that stuff. If we don't make it happen next year, and get up there challenging, not saying we've got to make it, but challenge, he'll be off. That's it.
Oh, yeah. I think, but when we spoke to Jody Craddock, when we've got all our players together and fit and raring to go, that's a top 6 team. That's that's not a bottom 6 team. You look what would be your, if everybody was fit, what would be your starting 11?
I think the
with
side,
everyone fit.
The side that played tonight, but you'd have Johnny for Eitnery. And
so Kilman instead of Sois.
Well, no, you've got to have Sois in there.
Depends who you're playing. Yeah, well,
it does depend who you're playing.
I thought Kilman was brilliant tonight. I thought he was brilliant. I love the brick wall.
Yeah, I think he's
big fan of the brick wall.
I think he's got to play right now for what we need, because we're in a bit of trouble.
I agree.
But Sois definitely does fit into my favourite. Is that just a personal favourite? I don't know.
Oh God,
it depends who we're playing.
Well, put it.
It just depends who we're playing. But yeah, he's
so what's the difference? What's the difference? Okay, would you have him
like
in
to see him
against
in the
Palace
middle,
then?
to be honest.
In the midfield?
Yeah, I'd probably have him. In there somewhere.
Who are you taking out then?
I'm not sure.
You can't play with 12, dude. It's not allowed.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to do my favourite team for you, and I'm going to put it up on socials. How's that for you?
Please.
I need to have a think about it.
All right. Oh, all right. Fair enough. Yeah, me too. But
so
I think...
What would you do then?
Well,
what are you thinking?
I'd definitely play 3 centre-halves, and I'd go with the 3 centre-halves that we had tonight in that formation. Bolly played exceptionally well. Cody did some last-ditch tackling like he always does. Kilman was really, really good, a solid 8 out of 10. He was turned for one bit that I thought, oh, God, okay, here we go. And that was when Mount came on. Who I think is a really, really good player. Mount's a really good player. But I'd play those 3. I'll play Johnny on the left. I'll play Semedo on the right. In the middle, it's Dendoncker and Neves. And probably... So that's what we got. Neto, Podence. Podence.
You're struggling like me now, aren't you?
No, I'm not. And then you've got a decision to make then, haven't you? Because that's who do you play in that? It depends how you want to play different games. But I've got 10, and I'm just struggling on the 11. But all right, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
All right, yeah. So you got to do the same as me then. We'll get it.
Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah, all in all, really, really, really pleased. And I know it's only a draw, and Chelsea, let's be honest, they're not firing on all cylinders. They're not the team they were. They're in 10th place, but look at where we are, and look at the confidence we have. That was a point gained, definitely. And absolutely. I think on to better things, fingers crossed. I really do.
I think this is the turning point, definite.
I hope so, mate. I really do. I think we deserve like a few, I don't know, lucky wins or lucky draws, or deserve some luck.
How good is it on Saturday when we come on and we've got 3 points against Crystal Palace? That's going to be
wonderful, mate. It'll be absolutely wonderful. I think we need to win that game. We need to win.
Yeah, we do. We do.
That's a massive game, that is, because it's either if you lose that, then you're looking beneath you, and if you win, you're looking to get into that top 10, which I think we deserve to be.
If we win that, we're on the way back up with some confidence, aren't we?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pleased. Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Good. It's good to see you happy, a bit more happy and
positive.
I'm
really happy, mate. Like, you know, I don't want to be bad cop like I usually am. But I was absolutely delighted with the defensive setup, and I'm just delighted for Nuno, because loads of people have given him so much stick. And they still will, because this is boring. Oh yeah, this is boring.
Honestly, don't even start.
But you can't win, can you? It's like, it's either you play 4 at the back, you try and go hell for leather, and you get spanked 3, 4, 1, or 2, or whatever, or you get a great point against a decent side and you take it back with you. Like, on 23 points now. So we need 17 more points for, we won't need 40 points to stay up. There's no way we'll need that. But yeah, I'm chuffed, mate. 11 points above the relegation zone.
That's it.
Happy days.
Superb. And I think Nuno's in a bit of a no-win situation, especially some sections of the Wolves fans. But, what if we'd have conceded early? It's been, same again. Nuno out. What's he doing? Oh, we don't know. Thank God, we've got a clean sheet. For me, that's all we could have asked for. I don't mind the boring foot style, if you like. I think the chances will come. The goal, that side of it will come. We've got we've got our new signing. He's obviously got to have a couple of days to settle in or whatever, but he looked good when he came on. And I think, just keep doing what we're doing. That was very much needed tonight. So happy.
I completely agree. Chuffed with that. So, have you got a quiz?
Do you fancy one?
I do. I do. I do.
Well, I may have prepared a little something.
Has it been laminated?
Not this week, no. Not this week.
Not this week, okay. It's not in your binder.
No, I've run out of time this week.
Steve Royal. Well, it was supposed to be my go this week. So just before we started, I know you've absolutely saved me. Well, mate, I'm not done a quiz.
Hang on.
Fully, you're the man.
I'm not going to say I've saved you because you haven't seen it yet, and it's probably a bit of a rush, but it's a quiz nonetheless, so let's get on with it.
That's all right. It's still a quiz.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Here we go.
It's the quiz. Question 1.
It's the quiz.
Is that brain working? Have you been doing enough homeschooling?
Oh, too much, mate.
Right, to the nearest 1,000, what is the combined capacity of Stamford Bridge and Molineux?
Oh, to the nearest 1,000. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, ours is like 31,000. 31, I think. Or 32. 31 or 32. I'll go with 31. And then Stamford Bridge is a bit bigger. Say 40. So I'm going to go 73. 73,000.
You're going 73?
Yeah. What?
That's unbelievable.
Is it right?
It's 73,537. Awesome. That's amazing.
That's
Well done, mate.
How?
That's absolutely amazing.
That's ridiculous. Oh man, I've got really red.
I love that working out as well. That's great. Good to see. Good to see you
Wow.
working out,
Yeah,
not just guessing.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. Very good.
Oh, hey, mate. Hey, you got. I don't know. I got that right. That's ridiculous.
So you were within
what is it?
537. So I will be sending you £5.
Tremendous. Can't believe I got that right.
Good job.
Oh, good. Happy with that.
Excellent. Okay, so before tonight, Wolves and Chelsea have faced off 111 times.
Oh God!
How many of those? How many of those have Wolves won?
Not many.
I've got multiple choice for these.
Thanks, mate.
Is it A, 40, B, 50,
Wow,
C, 45, or D, 35?
111 times against Chelsea. Saying that though, Chelsea they've not been a massive club like for a long time. 40.
40? You'd be right,
40.
mate. You'd be right.
It's like you've texted me the answers before.
It's like a setup.
40.
That's amazing.
Is it?
Well done.
Man. I love the quiz. I love the quiz.
So good at the quiz. Unbelievable. I do need to up my game and start thinking of these. Like, I need to start thinking of the Palace ones now.
To the nearest decimal point.
Okay. This is a good one. You like this one?
Okay. They've both been great, to be fair.
Chelsea were the first British side to do what in December 1999? First side to do what? Was it field an entirely foreign starting 11 in a Premier League match? Was it let somebody from the home section sit on the bench as a sub due to injuries in the warm-up? Was it C, score 5 goals in the first half? Was it D, accidentally start with only 10 players on the pitch, taking 4 minutes to notice?
I hope it's the last one because that's ridiculous. I'm leaning towards the foreign players because
just a lean, is it?
It's just a lean because I know that 99, when were the Arsene Wenger Arsenal? I think at that time, 1999, Chelsea, was Abramovich the owner then? I don't think he was. So I don't know whether the foreign. I think he's been in charge for about 17 years, and that's over 20. But I am going to go with fielding an all foreign 11.
You'd be right, Mr. Rhodes. 3 out of 3.
Yes. Get in there.
We've got one more for the 100% record. Doing well. Have a little sip of your drink, mate, because...
I will, mate. Right, Ina. Want to sponsor the show? No, yeah.
How's Dry January going? Are you doing it?
Well, yeah. Yeah. There's not gin in there. Don't worry. There's nothing in there. It's just Ribena, mate. It's funny because it's in a Carlsberg glass. Ribena. Just keeping it England, Keeping it England.
All right. Final question. Okay, Chelsea are the only club in history to appoint 3 player managers in a row. The first 2 were Glenn Hoddle, Ruud Gullit. Who was the final one? Was it Gianluca Vialli?
Ooh.
Gianfranco Zola?
Oh, that was the one I was thinking of.
Torre Flo? Or Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank?
Oh, okay. That is a great question because other than Torre Flo, that ain't happening. It ain't him. It is not him. Okay.
But that's to throw you off. Or is it?
Yes, it did. It did. Oh. Before you gave me multiple choice, I thought it was Gianfranco Zola. But then you put Vialli in there. I'm thinking, Was he? No, he was too old. He can't have been. I'm going to go Zola. Gianfranco Zola for the 4 out of 4.
You going Zola for the 100%?
I am, mate.
Yeah. Unlucky, mate. No, it's not.
No, is it not?
No, it's Viola.
No. Oh, no.
Unlucky, mate.
No.
I thought you were going to get that.
Oh, I'm gutted with that. Oh.
Unlucky.
Tor Andre Flo. You right, Tor Andre flowed me there.
Unlucky,
I'm
mate.
happy with 3 out of 4 though.
That was good. Well done, mate.
I'm still getting over the. I'm still getting over the attendance one.
That was awesome. Well done.
Rachel Riley. Whoa!
It's obviously has it been maths today at the?
Oh mate, there's been all sorts in homeschooling. It's like pronouns and Pythagoras. I was like, come on, man, this is crazy.
Yes, you've had the attendance books out with Teddy, haven't you?
yeah. Teddy's been going. No more now. No more. That's enough. But yeah, how's your homeschooling going anyway, mate?
You'll have to ask the missus, mate. I'm obviously going to work every day, so.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Unlucky, mate. I don't want to really, don't want to upset you too much.
You rub your nose in. It's nice to have some time with the kids.
Well, you said to Jodie Craddock, it's so nice for me, myself and Craig, to spend loads of time with the kids.
Just be nice.
What?
Just be nice. Jodie seemed to appreciate it, so
he locks himself away in his art cupboard.
I know he's sound.
What a legend.
Yeah, comes out for some lunch. Sound. See you later.
Got to finish this off. See you later.
Sorted.
That's what you need.
But yeah, I'm going back to the game and the quiz. I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed with both of those things. But yeah, are you feeling confident about the next game against Palace then?
Yeah, I am. After that performance tonight, I mean, I know it wasn't the prettiest, but to keep the clean sheet and some of the people back from injuries, new signing, all systems go, mate. I'm buzzing. Let's have it.
Does he start?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. He's got to, hasn't he?
What's
He's
the point
to come on.
Him? He banged 2 goals in the other week for Sociedad, didn't he? Get him in. Get him on. Let's have it. Let's go and punish him.
Instead of Traore, job's a good one.
Oh, mate. Yes, send him off. Go on.
Yeah. Wow, we're so harsh. Yeah, but yeah, that's the way it's got to be. All right. Well,
ruthless in this game, mate.
I think that is all we can possibly say about this game. Absolutely chuffed. Solid 8 out of 10. Brilliant defensive masterclass. On to 23 points. We're up a place in the league, above Palace or our next team. It's a proper 6-pointer. Fingers crossed we can spank them and go upwards and onwards.
And if this is how happy a draw makes us, imagine what a win's going to do.
Oh, I love you, Craig. That is the spirit. That is the spirit. Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you soon for Palace and with the Wandering Wolf.
Take care. See you later.
See you later.